What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is Eisen here with CSGM. This this video, um, I don't know how many people are gonna watch it, but I feel like I should say something, and it has to do with the fact I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with happiness. I'm overwhelmed with the sense of accomplishment, and I feel like individuals that are a part of CSGM feel the same way, and if they don't, they definitely should because this season. We kind of guidelined it around ESCA, so season 26. We have double the clients that we had last year, with almost as many as we currently have interested in using our services for the rest of the season. Maybe not every single game, but a lot of people are interested in picking up just a few games. One of the things that was mentioned to me not too long ago in an email was regarding the pricing for some of our packages, and what are the justifications for that? Well, first of all, a lot of work goes into this, more than a lot of people think. I would assume those in the industry know what it takes to do this kind of stuff, but for people that don't, or companies that are interested but can't justify spending, upwards, $30 per map. I got to tell you that the casting part, right? Like getting in there and actually casting the game. Um, I don't want to say that's the easiest part, but that's the part that really doesn't take a lot of forethought. A lot of the pricing that the packages cost include, marketing ourselves, trying to get a hold of clients, talking to them in a professional manner, trying to get meetings set up with them, going over what we do. The presentation itself, Chaz is the one that usually puts that stuff together. He's out there all the time trying to get clients for us and setting up meetings. And once we have that down, we want to have the most professional package out there for this. I mean, really, I don't think there's anyone else outside of friends or people that the players know casting their games. Like right now, CSGM is the amateur casting service, and we provide an experience for the teams that they just really can't get anywhere else, and you honestly can't get it from watching demos. The caster list here, the talent that we have at CSGM has all proven themselves to be good casters. These guys have not only casted here for a multitude of games at CSGM, but they've gone out and branched out and done their own things. They've casted for other lands. They've casted for other online events. Some of these guys in Europe that are partnered up with us, they cast games all the time. We have probably the most seasoned casters here. That being said, we need more. We definitely need some more casters. And one of the things that this whole video, I guess, I wanted to bring up was the fact that this season we might make some mistakes, and I don't, I don't want this to be a fiasco. Um, with how many clients we have right now and how many games we are going to be casting this week, week by week by week, we may run into some scheduling problems. Right now, CSGM has 3 channels. I would say about half of our clients want their games casted on the CSGM channel, and the other half have their own channels. There may be a situation that arises here where we have people that want their game casted at the same time that another game's going on, and we're both contracted to cast their games for the season. And I don't think it's Chaz is pretty good with this scheduling stuff. Seifel hopefully comes back and helps us with this stuff more this season. I know he's working on a ton of PUBG, but right now it seems to be flowing pretty well. Just for example, on Wednesday this week we have 1, 2, 3 games on Wednesday, all at the same time. Yeah, so um, it's going to get tight. And I just wanted our clients to know. I wanted future clients to understand that this is essentially for nonprofit. CSGM isn't making money. All the money that we bring in goes out the door right away, paying the talent acquisition, the talent that comes in here, our art guys, and all of these things. So we're gonna do whatever we can to do this. One of the things though is we're pretty booked at this point, and I don't know how many more clients we can take on until we get some more casters. So this is kind of a two-pronged video, I guess. It's saying, we're going to do the best we can on this one here. We're probably at the peak of how many clients we can handle right now with how many casters we have. I think we have like 11 or 12 casters, and I would say 80, probably 70% of them can also stream. Um, so we need some more casters that can stream. That would be fantastic. Um, Paid games, obviously, you guys are all going to get paid. We can go over that stuff with you, no problem. But for the clients out there, I just want to assure you that if there is a mistake, if there is something that happens, a scheduling conflict, some mishap, I guess, where your game gets bumped or doesn't get covered, or we just didn't know about it or something like that, please don't hold it against us. Keep in mind that we're trying as hard as we can to provide this level of service for your teams and organizations. One of the things about this that a lot of people don't know, maybe even the orgs don't know, is that Chaz, for example, literally has to check the team's ESEA page every hour or two, all day long, because the teams are constantly changing the times that they want to play, the match times. And we have to keep that updated. We have to make sure that we're on top of that. And that takes up a lot of time, man. Like, we don't have the players contacting us saying, hey, our final date and time for this match is at this date and time. We don't have that. The org owners don't do that. The coaches don't do that. We have to figure it out on our own and create the schedule um, on the fly, essentially. So basically, Chaz has been updating the schedule in our scheduling page literally every time these map times change or the date changes or whatever. And that also falls into the casters, right? So if I tell these casters I need you Thursday 7 p.m. Central for a best one, blah blah blah, and the game gets changed to Friday, they might have made plans. Well, now they can't cast, so then we got to go back into the caster pool and fill in for those games. So it is a bit hectic, especially how many clients we have right now. I'm not mad. I'm happy that we have this many clients. I think it's a great problem to have. But right now, I guess I'd have to say that we need more casters here. We need some more. I'd like to have 20 solid casters. We have a couple that are going to be premiering here, I guess you could say, for CSGM this season. They've casted a few times, but they're finally going to be getting some paid games. Rack, one of the new casters that I talked to him a few times, did the preliminary, I guess, of the CSGM Academy, and we feel that he's ready to go. And so he's going to be on some games this season, so keep an eye out for him. But a lot of the guys you're going to see again: JRT, Dreamboat, Fiorme, Darth Mike, Zhao, obviously one of our like strictly color casters who's doing a good job. I mean, you'll see all these guys. So Jabano, another guy from Sweden, a new guy that's going to be coming in, a friend of Yakut's. You'll see him as well. DJ. Hopefully Declan comes back and we see some more Cameron Davis as well. But I don't want to leave anybody out. But those are just a handful of guys that we have that pretty much going to be scheduled this week. But I'd like to double the amount of casters we have, just in case. And it isn't about these guys being available. They're all available. It's just about how many games we want to do this more. We want more clients. We want more games going on. We want the CSGM logo to be out there on every single amateur CS game. So people are like, who are these guys? And we start to build our platform out there. The other major issue out there too, and this kind of goes towards you, the org owners, if you guys are watching this, is that occasionally ESCA's GoTV IPs do not work for whatever reason. I think it has a lot, mostly to do with the fact that the teams change servers like right before game time or something. So the GoTV that's listed for that match doesn't work. It doesn't connect up. So it's a dead server. And a lot of times, that happens. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens. Maybe even upwards of once a week. Of all the games that we casted last season. So occasionally it does happen. Keep in mind those games, obviously, if you paid for the whole season, I know a lot of you did. That will be taken out of the pricing. We'll refund that money to you for sure, as we didn't cast the game. So there's no reason for us to charge you for that, even though we did the scheduling and did all this stuff. Don't worry about it. We'll kick that cash back to you, no problem. So keep in mind that does happen. It has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with CSGM. It has nothing to do with the players. It just has to do with sometimes the Go TVs don't work, and that's just a fact of life, I guess you could say. Um, I do appreciate the business for all of you guys. The clients that we had last season, almost all of them came back for this season. We picked up a bunch of new clients, and like I said, there's at least how many clients we have right now as potentials for this season, picking up some games here and there. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see how some of the caster compositions we're going to be fiddling with here are going to work and perform. Excited to see the new guys coming out. One of our new producers slash streamers, guy named Sharp. This guy never did it in his life and was just a natural, fantastic. His timing on kills was amazing. So for those clients that are paying for the gold package and above that actually have a paid observer running their games, you're going to see a lot more frags, a lot more action. The flow of the game is going to come together really well with these guys on the camera here. So Seifel, obviously, been doing a lot of stuff with PUBG, trying to make that scene grow. He's going to be back doing a lot of observing and stuff for us, Chaz and Sharp. So I mean, we got three very solid observers right now. These guys have all had, well, aside from Sharp, Chaz in particular had a lot of experience, LAN experience, other online tournament experience. So people trying to justify, like in the beginning of this video, some of the pricing. Uh, Watching the game on auto director is vastly different than having an actual observer catching the kills. I don't know what the percentages is, but I think it's like 50% of the kills get caught per game by auto director, and a decent observer will get about 80% of them. So it's a massive swing, and it really holds and controls the flow of the match, and really makes it more exciting for the viewer for sure. And it helps the players too, trying to figure out where they got shot from, and when they go over and watch these demos. That's the other added benefit of these games being casted is you'll see players saying, "Wow, I watched that casted game. I picked up on all this stuff that we wouldn't have figured out watching the demo." Some and coaches look for that kind of stuff too. Coaches watch the demos. Obviously, they're very good at their job for all these teams. But having like a second and a third perspective on how the game's flowing and some of the things they've shown a much appreciation for what we do here. So uh, I can't be happier this season. I'm super excited to get started with season 26, and I hope that all of you guys are as well. It's going to be probably a rocky road, bumpy road, but we're going to get it done because that's what we do here at CSGM. And we hope that the services that we provide our clients this season are better than they've ever been, and we hope we can make a shining example for anybody else out there interested in doing this kind of work. And if you are a caster, let me know, man. Head on over to our website and fill out an app because we desperately need some more skilled casters. And I don't care what your background is, Team Fortress 2, Overwatch. Um, I don't care what your background is. We need you. And we can talk about all that stuff after. But that's gonna be it for me, I guess. I don't know why. I just felt like some of the stuff needed to be said. Maybe no one will watch this video. Maybe they will. I have no idea. But either way, my name is Eisen with CSGM, and as always, you frag, we cast.